As is becoming common with this series, I've been doing a little bit of tinkering in between episodes. In this case, I was getting a bit concerned about how little progress we were making when it was really one and then another room in the last two episodes and not much else progress. So I have gone ahead and planned out the restructure of my domestic small flight terminals. So that'll be GA across here, squeezed in between the runway and the taxiway, and then commercial flights along here. By getting that built, which I hope to get done today, I will then be able to demolish all of this, and possibly also this runway, and start actually designing the international airport, which has been a long time coming, as I'm sure you're aware. But yeah, this basically started with me thinking, I'm not certain if I want this lined up here. Do I need to move it across a bit? Do I need to rearrange this? Oh gosh. So I decided, all right, I'll build this first, and then we can look at how much of this space is wasted space and compact it down once the actual infrastructure is in place. So I guess then step one is to build the runway, the ramps, and in fact let's just build the GA component, including the road, and I'm pretty sure that one's the avgas terminal, so let's get that built. And that actually, we'll need that. So the contractors can get started on that, because that doesn't need the terminal building to be constructed yet. I've already marked off the security zone for boarding, but I haven't put any boarding gates or anything in yet, so I'm not certain. I'm never sure which way is the correct order to do it in, whether you build the stand first or build the terminal building first. I think the expectation is you actually have the building in place first. Ooh, that's not meant to be playing, hang on. Nope. You're supposed to have the pre-recorded music, not the gameplay happening as I'm playing the game music. You know what I mean. Yeah, I'm not certain if it's better to build the building first or the stands first. I think building first actually works slightly better, because then the stands will punch holes through the wall. Not quite certain, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, let's play again, and let's think about why there's a million different security zones over here and what the heck is going on. Ooh, try that again. Move. Thank you. I'm guessing that's from my multiple attempts at redesigning the road layout and things, but I don't quite understand. Either that or it's left over from when we had the previous plan here. Either way, it needs to be gone. Now, I guess I need to speed up the game, because contractors need to take their time to actually construct that. And while I was telling it to build that, I did realize I've left a gap in my network. There needs to be a connecting road somewhere. I'm just not certain where is a good spot for it. It's going to be a low traffic road, so we can probably just squeeze it through here. Also, we need to actually put in the taxiway paths. So that will go down to... Ooh, that's the wrong size. Ah, that's alright. I missed those 3 squares there. Taxiway path across there in case they ever want to go that way. across to here, up to there, thank you, and then connect into each of these. Oops, try that again. And again, because the mouse is jumping. Alright, and then the middle line of this is here. And I'm getting a whole bunch of little pop-ups. Large stand 3 is running late. Why? This is large stand 3, is it not? No, that one. Well, you're being pushed out, so I guess you're not running that late. One thing I'm probably going to do in the not too distant future, by the way, is change the game setting back to the default value of 50% passengers instead of 100%, because we are getting up, 2,500 isn't that bad, but if you start getting up to sort of 10,000 or more, which is going to happen with a lot of large flights, the game's just going to slow down to an absolute crawl, particularly on my machine. So when we start running into that problem, I will change the game setting to actually make the game playable. I originally bumped it up to 100%, thinking that would make the game more difficult and more realistic, but basically it just means the AI struggles even more, and it doesn't really change the game in any beneficial way. So, not the best option in the world. Hurry up and build my ramp so I can switch on my runway, please. Oh, too many jobs for the contractors? Okay, we'll come back to that. There will need to be seating, there will need to be toilets, and all of those lovely things. So let's start thinking about that in advance for once. And door, 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 let's turn off zones, door, 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 da 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 da, all the way along there. How many have I got for this? It's only... Maybe I could just copy those ones. How good do those look? Also, how busy do they look? Not very busy. I think we can get away with 2. If I were to copy, holding down shift to select the room, that, and switch off zones because that's really annoying. Kind of want it halfway, which would be approximately there. Cannot be placed on walls. I'm not trying to place it on the wall. Planning mode. There, please. And is the other one the same way around? It is. Okay. Copy. Feel free to tell me in the comments if I just copied the same one twice. I don't think I did. Oh, switch off the zones, please. That's better. There, please. Okay. Have we got this up and running? Yes, except that needs to be switched on. Excellent. We also need to finish constructing that, which I missed somehow. And I'm going to put the fuel in early. And I'm going to stick with the plan of doing building first. And if it works, I'll explain exactly what I mean about punching a hole through the wall. And of course we will need check-in, we will need baggage and all of those things, but we'll get there one step at a time. In the meantime, I need to be keeping an eye on this. Small stand 9, I'm not too concerned about, that's going away. Everything else is running decently at the moment. I have noticed every now and then there's a problem with the catering trucks, and I think it's got something to do with just loading or saving game at an inconvenient moment. So I don't think there's much I can do about that. But basically what happened is I loaded game at one point, and I think it was medium stand 8. They had about half of their catering done, and it had stopped for some reason, and there was no truck going to it. And it just sat like that for many game hours before I noticed it, and it was holding up 3 or 4 flights worth of that stand. So I basically just had to dismiss that, and then suddenly everything worked perfectly again. So something to keep an eye out for in your own games. Another thing I need to actually consider is probably hiring some more staff. I only care about security officers right at the moment. And I always like to pause when I'm doing this so you don't accidentally have one spawn in and hire them without meaning to, because they pop up under your mouse cursor like that guy just did. And at some point, of course, I'm going to have to relocate all of the stuff from this terminal into that one anyway. We'll get to that when we get to it. Small stand 9, yeah. What is your problem? That one? 3, 8, 9. Yeah, you left, you're fine. It's probably just the fact passengers were walking, it's nothing too bad. The other thing I should be keeping an eye on, because like any game of this nature, you need to keep an eye on all of the things at the same time. 25% happiness is not particularly good. 11% is even worse. We can make you more happy by actually scheduling your flights and having them be successful. And this is a factor I need to take very cautious care of when demolishing the old terminal, because there's not going to be as many stands, and if there's a gap in time between one section being live and the other section being live, there could be no flights going out, but I intend to build first, not demolish first, so we should be fine on that regard. Yeah, what's this guy's problem? Like, why aren't they being assigned? It's automatic assignment, you've got flights, they're the right size. Really don't understand what's going on with that. There is a green spot there somewhere, here we go. Okay, that one's medium, so fair enough, can't do anything with it. Or at least, not on that stand. Air Strata. Again, why is that not automatically assigning them? Let's try that again. Thank you. One thing that occurred to me between playthroughs here was possibly keeping them satisfied is harder when they're a 5-star airline like Maple is. That might be a factor. But in the meantime, That one can be assigned here somewhere. And we can get out of that, and hopefully things will just go back to working. I'd really rather avoid having to reinstall the game. Okay, 480. That doesn't tell me what size it is. Show me this plane, please. Yeah, it's one of these ones. I don't think we've had one of these on this section of the airport before, so let's just keep an eye on that. Yep, requires maintenance at a hangar. We have hangars somewhere there. Ooh, I could have sworn there was a large hangar somewhere. Thankfully we only need medium right now, but what happened to my large hangar? Maybe that was only planned and never got built. That could be a problem. Looks that way, doesn't it? Okay. Let's take care of that before it becomes a problem. And about the only place it can fit is over here, which is rather awkward. For, you know, multiple reasons. How about there? And I realise as I'm placing this that it means the international terminal is going to get smaller and smaller, but tough biggies. Yeah, it's going to have to go there. I don't want it in the flight path. It just means the road's going to have to dogleg a little bit. Hello game, thank you. I know you're auto-saving, it's nice, but do that many. From there to... Now I'm just going to draw it all the way in. I think you only need to go to there, which is kind of weird. Yeah, there's just no way to make that neat. Okay. That's connected, that's connected. We should have fuel by now. I'm going to bump this up to 20% just to be safe. Same with this one. I'm not going to ask why you're all the way over there when you could be... Oh, you're assigned to Terminal 3. Okay, that must be the one I put in because the occasional medium flight needs it. Anyway, out of that mode, please. GA appears to be working. Our terminal building is constructed. Let's actually build these now. And start thinking about desks. I'm going to do this all as self-boarding too, just to cut down on the number of staff I require. Switch off zones. There. And I'm going to have 4 for each. How many do we have currently in this section? It's 3, isn't it? Yeah, so 4 for each should be absolutely plenty. And I said I was keeping an eye on that plane. Okay, what is your problem? Flight has been cancelled, yes. The aircraft will require maintenance at a hangar. Yes. There is a hangar right here. It's currently on any, it's not restricted. It's not part of the terminal. Aha. Now it's part of the terminal, and so is that. With a bit of luck, I may have to save and come back. But as I discovered last time, if you save and come back in the middle of an emergency, sometimes it just doesn't actually play the emergency properly. Cannot find a suitable hangar for repairs. Well, I disagree. Aircraft from here to here. That is a valid path. Good. That's a small hangar. Oh. Well, that's a valid problem then. Can we fit one of these here? Not exactly. I could squeeze it in there. It's going to be ugly. I could put it here. It's just even uglier, really. That might have to do, and that's ugly as well. Or here. This makes more sense, kind of. I really didn't want to have to take up that space because that's part of my international zone, but these things happen. Maybe if I had designed my airport better, I wouldn't have these problems. Roads, please. That kind. Alright. Now, unfortunately, my contractors have too many jobs, so that's going to take a while. And it's going to delay every flight on stand 6. Oh boy. Alright. Well, nothing I can do about that other than speed up. And switch to planning mode so I'm not accidentally giving any more jobs to my contractors yet. Copy these, switch off that so I can actually see. Missed. Nope. It's just going to take its time. Alright. Really? GA flight. That's one of these ones. You. Well, you should definitely be able to get there because we discovered that was a small hangar. From here to here, please. Yep, you can get there. It's a long route, but you can get there. Okay, you're moving at least. The large hangar is built in case we need it. And that plane has vanished because it took too long. Well, that's annoying. Alright. We know for next time that that will be in place. Okay. Did this punch holes through the wall? No, it did not. Well, that's very frustrating. Okay, I'll do it manually. In fact, I won't do it that way. I will use doors. And again, switch off the zoning so I can actually see what I'm doing. Right, these were not meant to be commercial, thank you. Sorry, I mean not GA. Yep. Right, well, that's a few of them switched over. And construct all of these. Right, that is currently small stand 55, which should be switch to, actually no, they can be auto-planned. As long as, no, they cannot. Off. I have to keep an eye on those as they get created. Oh, come on. Once again, I really wish you could tell contractors to do things in a certain order, but no such luck. At least those ones got done. Thank you. Sure, I selected all 4 of those, not just 2 of them. Oh, come on. Stand 56 is here. We do not want flights assigned to these just yet. And the reason we don't want them assigned just yet is because we need to actually get baggage handling in place. I could leave them all on GA while I'm waiting, but I'd rather not. Commercial, commercial. Okay. That's fine. Have I connected all of these now? Yes, it appears I have. I'm happy enough with that design for now, so it can get constructed. Even though that's... oops, wrong tool. Even though this is far more baggage handling than 9 small stands require, it will be a mirror of that and pretty. Check-in. Oh, okay, yeah, we need check-in. And baggage bay and all sorts of other things that I haven't taken care of yet. Baggage bay, I think I'm going to be sneaky. I'm actually going to put it right here. going to be a little bit cheeky, basically. I want it... No, it has to be there, really, doesn't it? I wish you could put them sort of in between, but never mind. There will do. Each of... Oh, shut up, plane. Go away. Thank you. Each of these can be relocated closer to the door, if it'll let me. Oh, it must be closed first, honestly. There isn't an option to close them. Oh, for crying out loud, just delete them. Ah, needs to be disconnected, right. Okay, fine. Apparently you can only do that one at a time. Yes, I want to close the stand. Yes, I want to switch that off. Now can I move them? Nope. Can I delete? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Honestly. Just get rid of that. And, okay. I don't like having to do this, but it's just getting too irritating now. Shush. Okay, then there needs to be a wall around that. I'm leaving just a little bit of space because I know the vehicles will drive through the wall. Then those gates will need to be copied and switched around like so. All the way up there, thanks. Alright, I think that's probably enough for one episode. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.